folks, to another reading. Today I am taking a look at someone who may have physically passed away in your life. I've got the Queen of Pentacles upright, the universe or the world's in reverse, and death in reverse. To me, that speaks of someone who may have been a really important figure in your life, a very giving, kind, intuitive, emotional kind of person in your life who has passed away, and it might have been suddenly. I get that this individual was happy with how their life had gone, that they were satisfied, that they could look back at their accomplishments and say that they had done the right thing. I feel like that they were a very generous person. You've got the Six of Pentacles here in alignment with the Queen of Pentacles. Also, the Nine of Cups is in alignment vertically is what I have in my spread. That they were a very generous, very kind person who was happy with what they had done for people and left this life in at least some amount of peace, if not a great deal of peace. With the Star, this is a time of healing for you. I wonder if this death wasn't sudden. They might have been sick for a while. You might have seen the signs of them starting to go for a while, but this signifies a time of healing for you, and finally things are starting to equalize after. It's rough seeing a beloved family member pass away. This is rough. By the way, there is no gender in tarot. This might have been a masculine figure who was a deeply emotional kind of person, maybe a Cancer, a Scorpio. I'll get the other water sign. Not Taurus. There might have been some Taurus energy. There might have been some earth, water energy in this particular person. And the more I try to think, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There we go. They might have been a water sign combined with some earth energy, or they might have been an earth sign combined with some water energy. Either way, this was a cool person who might have inspired you to do a lot of different things. I see them as having moved on into an elevated state. They are your ancestor now in a kind of way where you can ask them for guidance, for assistance. They're a cool person, but also they inspire you to be like this person, whether you are masculine, feminine, non-binary, genderqueer, it doesn't matter. They inspire you to be like them in some way, to be kind, to be compassionate, to still get out there and do things that are for the greater good of yourself and for others. But they inspire you to be in this Empress energy, and also to seek out others who are like you. This can be a platonic card, just like it can be a romantic card. This is to find people who are like you, who can assist others like they did, but also who need your assistance. This might inspire you to create a charity or a foundation, or to at least get those wheels moving, because I'm seeing on either end, if I can get these guys straight, on either end, there's something about this particular character that inspires you to be like them, to seek others like them, and that might be in a kind of foundation, a charity, or maybe creating a scholarship fund for people whom this particular Queen of Pentacles enjoyed helping. I'm wondering if Spirit wants any more cards. So they're saying no in terms of more cards, but definitely seek out what you can do to get. If this was if you were looking for a sign to do things like, maybe I'm getting grandmother. This might have been your grandmother, for instance, or an aunt, a sister. This might have been a feminine family member who you look up to. Maybe you didn't necessarily have any role models to look up to, but she was one that you could say, I want to be like her, and I want to meet people who are like her. I'm feeling like you really need to be around cool people who are like her in the wake of this sudden passing. Again, she might have been sick for a while, but you still need to be around people. There might be the temptation to isolate, because this really, really hurts to have lost this person. I keep saying character. It might really, really hurt to the point that you want to be separate, to heal on your own for a bit. This is something that I feel like you shouldn't be doing. I'm looking at the world in reverse, the star, which is about healing and also about pouring out to others. There might have been not like a physical inheritance at all with the star card, but I do get a sense of, and now I can inherit her behavior. I can inherit her inspiration, her why for living, her purpose for living. I can inherit that and become like her. I think it's interesting that the star and the Empress are in alignment. That's all about not just healing yourself, but healing others. Yeah, a deeply compassionate individual who could inspire others to heal themselves. It's possible that this grandmother, this aunt, this sibling, this feminine family member went through a really tough time herself, and because she went through such a tough time, she inspires others to heal themselves through their tough times. And again, I'm seeing that in her passing, she might have given it a really generous inheritance. It might be a surprise. It might not be. You might know already what's in her will, for instance. But in the diagonal, where we've got death in reverse, we've got the star, we've got the Six of Pentacles, that tells me that she set aside quite a neat set of objects, for instance, or even they might just be trinkets, even trash to others. And I don't like to put it that way, because I feel like she valued them, and therefore you value them as well. There are some cool things to learn from this particular person. I keep saying character, this particular person in your life, even after she's gone. If there's some kind of grief counseling that would be of assistance to you while you go through this, that would be helpful. But it's important not to isolate. And I feel like that's going to be a temptation for a lot of you folks. Brief message for today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, and I hope you heal well.